I have been in ministry for over 40 years, most of that time serving as the senior pastor of a church that was growing, thriving, and blessed by God. Now, by the prompting of the Lord, I have stepped back. And looking back, I can see God's hand in every part of the story. I can also see the times I got in the way, not because I wanted to do something wrong, but because I wanted so badly to build the kingdom. I was driven. I pushed hard. I did not give up easily. Back in the 1980s, I had a motto: kick butt, take names, and build a church. That sounds pretty rough now, but it really does describe the way I thought in those early days. I was young, zealous, intense, and ready to go wherever I believed God was opening a door. Alison and I were young then, both in our late 20s. We had two little girls, Rachel and Rebecca, and we were trying to follow the Lord the best we knew how. By that time, we had already helped plant a couple of churches in Sacramento, California. I began to feel like maybe it was time to take on a new adventure. This was the late 1980s, so there was no internet, no email, and no easy way to search for ministry opportunities. So I wrote letters. I wrote to every Calvary Chapel church I could find in the western states, places like Utah, Colorado, Idaho, and Oregon. I told them I was a church planter from Sacramento, that I had helped plant a couple of churches, and that I was open to coming to their area if they had a Bible study or a group looking for a pastor. To my surprise, every state called me back. Before long, I had a list of churches and groups that were looking for someone to come and lead. A few places really caught my attention. Greeley, Colorado sounded exciting because there was already a group meeting there, and they were looking for a pastor. It was a college town, and that stirred something in me. I also received a call from Broomfield, Colorado, from Richie Fure, one of the original members of Buffalo Springfield and Poco. I remember thinking, what an adventure that would be, planting a church with the help of a rock star. Then there was Portland, Oregon. That was a completely different kind of opportunity. There was already an established church there, and I had been told they may need a new pastor. At the time, I did not know the full story. I only knew there was a church already there, and in my mind, that sounded like a very different kind of opportunity. Those were the places I was interested in. But then Pastor Odin Fong, who helped oversee many of us younger Calvary Chapel pastors, told me, "You should consider Salt Lake City." I was not interested in Salt Lake City. Not at all. At that point, Alison and I asked my parents to watch Rachel and Rebecca, and we set out on what felt like a great adventure. We were going to look at the places that made sense to us. But as we drove through Salt Lake City, everything began to change.